Biblical Research Study class. First, we'll study
Abstain. Give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Abstain.
Abstain.
Abstain. Just as a reminder, I get my sources from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, Oxford English Dictionary, and the Online Etymology Dictionary, and the Strong's Concordance. Abstain is from the Latin word abstinere, which means to hold back, to keep off, or to refrain. Ab in abstain means away from, and tenere, as in tame, means to hold. So it literally means to hold yourself away from something. To abstain means to intentionally not do something, especially because of choice, principle, discipline, or belief. In scripture, abstaining connects to the Most High, to the holiness, with discipline and separation. First Thessalonians 5:22. Esteem from all appearance of evil. Acts 15:20 instructs believers to abstain from pollution of idols. First Peter 2:11 abstain from fleshly lust, which war against the soul. Synonyms for abstain: refrain, withhold, deny, forbear, renounce, resist, cease, fast. That's it.
Praise Yahweh. Don't get into an argument or discussion. See, these people don't care today. See, when you think you have rights, your only rights is with Yahweh ben Yahweh. It's important for us to follow their instruction. It's important for us to follow his instruction. Agree with our adversary quickly. Anaya, could you give us the word agree? Agree.
Agree. Agree. Agree comes from the old French agreer, which means to please, to satisfy, to be in harmony, to be pleasing toward, or to come into harmony. Agree means to share the same view. Agree means to accept a proposal. Agree means to approve or to consent. Agree means to be in harmony rather than conflict. To agree,
Listen to be in harmony, not in conflict. Agree with our adversary quickly.
to agree,
Someone going to suggest something to you, and you're to follow those instructions. Yes, sir, brother Naya.
to agree is to stop fighting with an idea and stand next to it instead. Agreement creates alignment. A disagreement creates fiction. The Hebrew word ya'at would means to counsel together or to advise in unity. Agreement is tied to shared counsel, to sound together, to be in harmony, to make a covenant is to agree. In scripture, agreement can be relational, covenantal, or divine. Agreement amplifies power. Synonyms for agreement: consent, approve, align, harmonize, concur, affirm, support. That's it.
Praise Yahweh. Matthew 5:25, agree with thy adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge delivereth thee to the officer, and thou be cast in prison. Before you go through all of this, agree with your adversary quickly. The world is in the condition of not caring. It's important for us to exhibit humbleness. We are not like the other people. If you believe in righteousness as a way of life, they will be able to take your humbleness. They will be able to identify that you're not one of them. I was just told tonight that 15 guards kicked a man to death that was handcuffed. 14 kicked him in his head like it was a football. 14 men. There's advantages in not trying to challenge their authority. See, Yahweh will fight for us. We must follow his instruction. Praise Yahweh. Thought I would definitely share that this evening. Let's go to Acts chapter 3. Acts chapter 3. Acts chapter 3. Think you're going to show them, they'll show you. Acts chapter 3, and we're going to read from verse 1 to verse 10. Acts chapter 3, verse 1 through 10. And it says, Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the ninth hour, and a certain man, lame, underline that word, from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple, who, seeing Peter and John about to go in unto the temple, asked an alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have given I thee. In the name of Yahweh ben Yahweh of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the hand, by the right hand, and lifted him up. And immediately his feet and ankle bone received strength. And he leaped, not just got up, he leaped up, stood and walked, and entered with them into the temple, walking and leaping and praising Yahweh. And all the people saw him walking and praising Yahweh, and they knew that it was he which sat, that sat for alms at the beautiful gate of the temple, and they were filled with wonder and amazement at that which had happened to him. Praise Yahweh. Now going back up to verse 1, it says, Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the ninth hour, and a certain man lame from his mother's womb. Anaya, give us the word lame.
Which word?
Lame,
The
Lame.
Lame.
lame. Lame.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lame comes from the Old English lima, meaning crippled, disabled in a limb, unable to walk properly. ultimately meaning something that is broken, damaged, or maimed. Originally, lame was strictly physical, referring to injury, damage, or inability to walk. Later, it meant more than physical. Lame means unable to walk. Lame means weak. Lame means unimpressive. Lame means inadequate. Lame means something doesn't have the strength or the ability you would expect physically or mentally.
Hold it right there, Naya. Right there, Naya. Lame means mentally disabled. Lame means mentally weak. Lame means mentally inadequate. Inadequate. The word lame. You got some more, Brother Naya?
In scripture, lame represented physical disability. Lame represented exclusion from community.
Disability. I mean, it said a physical disability, but keep in mind we're talking about a mental or spiritual disability. Yes, sir.
Lame in scriptures, lame meant exclusion from the community. In scriptures, lame meant exclusion from the Israel temple. Lame represents those that are in need of healing, mercy, or in need of restoration.
Restoration. Did you say restoration?
Yes, sir.
Your mind needs to be restored. See, for your mind to be restored, that means somebody had to come among us and teach us. Yes, sir, Brother Naya.
Scriptural reference. Yahweh ben Yahweh healed the lame. Matthew 11:5. Peter and John healed the lame man at the temple gate. Acts 3. The lame are gathered and restored. Micah 4:6-7. In the Bible, being lame was never the problem. The problem was staying lame without seeking healing. Synonyms for lame: crippled, disabled, injured, impaired, weak, ineffective, pathetic, feeble. That's it.
Praise Yahweh. And it says, a certain man lame from his mother's womb. That's saying the guy was born lame. He was born defective. He was born mentally damaged. He was born mentally weak and inadequate. And it said, and this lame person was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate. See, somebody had to carry him every day and place him at the gate. He was carried, meaning he couldn't take care of himself. See, when we look at this closely, a lot of people rely on America to take care of us. We don't produce anything. We don't create anything as a people. And what we do create, we give it to them for pennies. Talking about that lame guy. Talking about a people that depend on the government to take care of them. Talking about a people who wait on these people, this system, to provide a job for you. And if they create a job for them and their family, then we want to go protest when they say they can't hire us. We want to stand in the front of what they created and demonstrate, as opposed to taking your few pennies, nickels, dimes, or whatever, and create your own business and hire your own people. But you want to depend on this system. Talking about the lame mind, talking about that inadequate mind, that weak mind, that damaged mind. Then it says, of the temple which is called beautiful. It's beautiful inside, but this lame person wanted to stay outside, was carried every day to stand on the outside of the beautiful temple. Now you give us the word beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful
Yes, sir.
is formed from the word beauty and full. The root beauty comes from Old French beauty, which means fair, lovely, pleasing to the senses. Ultimately, it means pretty, charming, and agreeable. Beautiful means pleasing to look at, full of qualities that inspire admiration. Beautiful is attractive in form, spirit, or character. Beautiful means
See,
something
beautiful
looks
means having a beautiful character. Your character is beautiful. Go ahead, Anaya.
beautiful means something looks good, feels good, or is good, inside or out. Beauty can be physical, beauty can be emotional, beauty can be spiritual, beauty can be moral, beauty can be structural, like music or architecture. Hebrew word for beautiful is yafeh, meaning fair, lovely, or aesthetically pleasing. Beautiful also means to be noble, excellent, worthy. In scriptures, beauty is often moral or spiritual, not just visual. Beauty in the scripture is tied to order, holiness, glory, character, creation. Beauty is a reflection of Yahweh's nature. Synonyms for beautiful: fair, comely, lovely, glorious, radiant, attractive, stunning, elegant, gorgeous, splendid. That's it.
Anaya, was one of the words you said was honorable?
Yes, sir.
So
So
when
when
we're
we're
saying
saying
beauty, and it says the temple which is called beautiful, see, Yahweh is talking about the moral attributes. I'm looking at a list of the moral attributes, and Anaya said honorable, excellent, character, and nature. So when we're talking about the word beauty, we're talking about a standard, a very high standard. We're talking about being morally excellent, morally excellent, being honorable, go to character, Anaya.
Character. Character comes from the Latin word character, meaning engraver, stamp, mark, or a distinctive impression. Character means the way a person actually is on the inside. Character is the moral and ethical qualities. Character are the traits that show up when pressure.
Mm.
Character is who you are when nobody can reward or punish you. Character isn't about talk, feelings, or image. It's about habits, integrity, truth. Synonyms for character: integrity, virtue, moral fiber, nature, reputation, constitution.
Mm,
That's it.
mm. So as we look up this temple, which was called beautiful, talking about being honorable and excellent and ethical and truth and nature and character. These are words that we have to look up. And this lame man did not go into the temple that was called beautiful. And it says to ask aim, arms, ALMS, Brother Naya.
What word?
ALMS.
ALMS. Alms comes from the Old English almes, from the Latin elemoisna, which means mercy, compassion, pity, charitable giving. Alms mean giving to the poor. Alms mean charity motivated by compassion. Alms mean voluntary aid to those that are in need. Alms when you see someone hurting and you help, not because they deserve it, but because you have mercy. It is a compassion made visible. It is a mercy given. It is a compassion in action. It is a charitable relief. The Hebrew word that is connected to alms also means righteousness. justice, charity. Yahweh values the heart, not the performance. Alms done for applause loses its reward. Synonyms for alms: charity, mercy giving, compassion, benevolence, philanthropy, donation, aid, relief, support. That's it.
Praise Yahweh. So we're talking about aims, but check this scripture out, starting at 2. It says, a certain lame man from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple. Notice now, he didn't ask them to take him in the temple. He asked them to lay him at the gate of the temple. He should have asked for him to take him in the temple so he can get the same knowledge that they was getting. Then he on the outside looking for mercy when he had the opportunity to say, take me in the temple with you. 3, whom seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked and aimed. They carried him daily to the temple gate, then turned around and asked them for some sympathy, for some food, for some money, for some help. But notice he didn't ask them to take him in the temple, the beautiful temple. 4, and Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, look on us. They told the lame man, look at us. You can do what we doing. You don't have to sit out here at the gate. Look at us. 5, and he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. 6, and Peter said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have given thee, I thee, in the name of Yahweh ben Yahweh of Nazareth, lame man, rise up and walk. Rise up. Don't just rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately after lifting him up, his feet and ankle bones received strength when he lifted him up. How did he lift him up? He taught him some knowledge that he was able to raise himself up after being helped. How did he help him? Teaching him morality, teaching him to be honorable, teaching him to be morally excellent and ethical and truth. Coming back. See, that's why we got to come together so we can have our own system, so we won't have these difficulties. And I just read, verse 8, and it says, and he leaped up, stood, and walked, and entered with them. See, he didn't stay on the outside now. He entered in with them unto the temple, walking, leaping, and he was praising Yahweh. Verse 9. Now listen to this now. Listen to this. And all the people saw him walking and praising Yahweh. And it says, and all the people saw him. The different nation who knew what was done to him. The people of the world who knew what was done to him. Knew that he was cut off from our history, culture, and language and God. And it says, and 9 again, and all the people saw him walking and praising Yahweh. He wasn't just walking, he was acknowledging Yahweh. He wasn't just walking, he gave all credit to Yahweh. Yes, right here, that's what it said. Right there at 9. He was letting the people know he had met Yahweh, been Yahweh. Verse 10, and they knew that it was he which sat for aims. This was the man that was begging. This was the man that was relying on us to take care of him. For aims at the beautiful gate of the temple, and they were filled with wonder. Yes, Yahweh. They was filled, see right there, it said it was filled with wonder and amazement. What happened to this lame man? How could now he have a change of mind? Who told him that Yahweh is God? Who did that? He had to meet Yahweh ben Yahweh. They was filled with wonder and amazement. They couldn't believe this. Not the so-called black man in America. No. Not the one who relied on us to do everything for him when he had the opportunity. See, this proves when we move and act differently, when we exhibit excellence, moral excellence, when we exhibit ethical and truth, character and nature, when we're being honorable and upright and righteous, when we're conforming to Yahweh ben Yahweh, when we had a right conduct, when we're principled, when our actions is chaste and virtuous, when we just right. We just open, well behaved. It caused them to wonder when the rest of the world is lying and stealing and whoredom and homosexuality, lesbianism, anything you can think of that's evil. They're looking at us in amazement and a wonder. It's all about us. Praise Yahweh, praise Yahweh. Brother Naya, it's 7, it's getting close to the hour of 8. Could you give us those wonderful announcements?
Yes, sir. I know we had some technical difficulties during class tonight, but we still have a wealth of knowledge in the video. The Feast of Passover is nearing and nearing. I've been talking about it.
Night.
Can you? Hello?
Oh, let me see here. Pardon us again. You know, some people don't like for us to get this knowledge now. I can't. Okay, well, let me know when to close out. I'll keep the phone on.
We have a daily pass at ybYalliance.com. Again, that's ybYalliance.com. Click on the website, click on Feast of Yahweh, and you should see 2 passes. You have an all access pass and a day pass. We also have a YouTube channel, which is YBY Alliance, where we have a library of all of our videos, all of the knowledge of Yahweh ben Yahweh, how to be righteous, how to have integrity. You must have integrity was the last set of videos we had. We have, I think, part 1 through 4. Check out the new videos. Leave a comment. Tell us how you feel. Once again, Passover is on its way. It will be here April 1st through April 8th. Again, April 1st through April 8th. You got about 90 days to prepare for the Passover. Thank you.
Praise Yahweh. Now you can hear?
Yes.
Wait just a minute. Can you hear me, Anaya? I cannot hear you. Wait just a minute. Yeah. Before we say prayer, remember 1 Thessalonians 5:22, where it says, avoid the appearance of evil. Remember Matthew 5:25, agree with our adversaries quickly. Read those 2 scriptures and study them. These are scriptures that come in directly from our Father Yahweh ben Yahweh. Now we'll stand and face the east and say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemai, Yika De Shemerka, Tabo Kuteaka, Yase Rizonka, Tivashemai Kane Baret, Et Lekin Kanu, Tain La Nu Hayon, Uslak La Nu, All Katenu, Kimoshiso Kim, Gamanaknu, Lako Team Lanu, Baal Tevienu, Ladeni Sayon, King Kasenu, Min Hara, Kilaka, Amamlaha, Bea Divara, Bea Teperet, Leolame, Olame, Sila. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Praise Yahweh. Always remember that Yahweh loves you. We, the nation of Yahweh, love you. And we welcome all good people. And remember, come inside the temple. Learn the knowledge of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Apply the knowledge of Yahweh to your every